Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to solve this simultaneous equation. And I noticed something that the coefficient of their variables are different, and this question did not require us to solve by any specific methods, right? So if I'm going to use elimination method here, well, then I do have to consider their coefficient, right? So I realize that their coefficient is different. So the next thing I would like to do is to try and make the coefficient the same. I could either make x or y the same. I'm going to make y. And I look at these 3 and the 4. I'm going to make sure that the coefficient becomes 12. How do I do that? Well, first, do write down the equation as part of your working. This is good presentation. So I will have my first equation here and my second equation here. Next, in order to make the coefficient the same, I'm going to multiply by 4. But if I do that, I must do that for the whole, every single term. So you can see that my first equation, I'm going to multiply by 4. And that will then give me, I'm going to write at the side, 20. So first equation multiplied by 4. So equation 1 multiplied by 4 to give me 28x plus 12y equals to 32. And this will be my equation 3. I will do the following for my equation 2. Multiply by 3 throughout. That means my equation 2 multiplied by 3 to give me 9x negative 12y equals to 42. Equation 4. Then we can now start to consider, do we add or do we minus equation 3 and equation 4? So this is something for us to think about. So before we continue, the thinking part is here. Now that I have positive 12y and negative 12y, do I plus or do I minus so that eventually I want to get 0? That's how we eliminate the variable. So you will see Mr. Tan adding the equations together, because 12y plus negative 12y will give me 0. Okay? And that brings me to the next line where I will have my equation 3 plus equation 4. So you will see 28x plus 9x. The y, after I add, they will be equals to 0. So don't need to write them anymore. 32 plus my 42. And all we have to do is to solve this. Okay? So I will eventually have my 37x equals to 74. So my x will be equals to 74 divided by 37. I get my first answer for x. And after which, of course, we will then need to substitute back into either of the 4 equations. It does not matter, okay? You will get the same answer. So I'm going to substitute x into my equation 1, okay? So substitute x equals to 2 into my equation 1, where my equation 1 is 7x plus 3y equals to 8. Yep. Then you will then see Mr. Tan replacing the x with 2. Okay. So I would then have my 14 plus 3y equals to 8. So my 3y will be equals to 8 plus or minus 14. Yes, minus 14. And this will give me negative 6. So finally, y is equals to negative 6 divided by 3. Y equals to negative 2. Last. Now that I have x equals to 2, y equals to negative 2, it is good practice to now substitute back into one of the equation, or 2 or even 4 of the equations up there, just to make sure that it can satisfy the equation. Then we confirm correct already. Okay, I'm going to substitute into equation 2 just to check. Okay, so the check is here. So the quick check, this is a rough working. 3 times x. And what is my x? 2. Minus 4 times y. And my y is negative 2. And does this give me 14? Yes, it does. And so, our little check proves that our answer is correct. With that, we have come to the end of this video. So if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.